Welcome back to the Midlife Rebrand Podcast. A quick disclaimer before we start. This podcast does not provide medical advice. Our stories and resources are meant to support and inspire, but they are not a substitute for professional medical or mental health care.
Okay, so
Hello, welcome back.
welcome to the podcast with surprise guest, not so surprise, but surprise, my friend Jamie.
Hi guys.
We're so excited to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Of course.
So this is another unplanned plan.
And we're just going with it.
Yeah, we're going with it. So we had reached out to Jamie earlier in the week and said, hey, do you want to come on the podcast? She was like, yeah, okay, I think so. Maybe we could talk about maybe some questions and what we'll talk about. And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I side bombed her with, hey, come to my house on Saturday night, see the place, have a bevy, meet Shay, and now here we are doing an on-the-fly record. So cheers, yeah.
I think that's the best.
Yeah. I feel like on the fly is always the best.
Yeah, then you're not in your head as much and it's not so what am I going to say? What am I going to do? What am I going to... Yeah.
Yes.
No, we're just going to go with it.
What, After Dark, Part 2.
Part two.
Part 2. Yeah.
And I think it's perfect because you've already said amazing things to us. I'm like, we can't wait to hear more. And that's why you said, let's record.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you could see this shenanigans we have here. Now that we designated my basement as the podcast location, the three of us were up here talking just about life stuff. And we were like, oh my gosh, we need to record. We need to record. That's it. Bring the equipment upstairs. So we transferred it all upstairs. So I think we can recognize that we can just still roll on the fly.
I agree.
We might just have to be a traveling podcast.
Yeah.
Yep. We're
guys
going
did a
to
good
take it on
job.
the road.
I'm impressed.
It was pretty good, right?
It was.
Yeah, this cord mess we talk about all the time is a real thing. And it looks ridiculous, but we're here for it.
Yeah. Well, and typically it takes us like half an hour to set up. We were fast there. Like,
Yeah, it
I
was
just
pretty
have
efficient.
to say,
Yeah.
we've got this. We've got it.
I think we're pretty efficient. So let's just roll into kind of what we were talking about.
Yeah. We were kind of touching on a little bit of astrology. I'm not an astrologer in any way, but I love astrology.
Yes, we always have to put the disclaimer out there.
We're not professionals.
Take or leave our advice. Sign the
Exactly.
disclaimer, whatever the case may be.
Go to a professional if you need one.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah. Yes. But yeah, we were talking all things astrology, and you in the last 3 years
I've been starting to get into it,
Yeah.
learning about houses and all the things. And I was just saying to Shay that I find it really grounding. I find it makes sense to me. Like, oh, this is going on. And I believe everything's energy. So when that big asteroid or that big planet or whatever's going on in the sky is in a certain house, I feel like it does affect you in a certain way.
And when we say astrology, and I just want to clarify this because this actually changed my thinking to it. We don't just mean like your birth month because there's so much more, and that's just such a little tiny little piece that doesn't really mean a lot. It's just something people say. So we don't mean just like, oh, you are an Aquarius or you are whatever just because you're born there. No, we're deep diving because there's so much more to that.
Yes.
That I think is so important to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I actually find your rising sign to be
Yes.
more in line with, like when I grew up, you would read the little tidbit in the newspaper and like, I know I'm dating myself.
You would rush and open and be like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, what's my sign today?"
And it just didn't make any sense. But when you look at your rising sign, it makes more sense because your sun sign is one thing, but your rising sign is like how others or how you perceive yourself, I believe. So like I'm an Aries rising. So I'm like a warrior, first out there, start something new, just run without thinking.
And is that how you guys met? Because I know Jen is like very similar personality.
I loved Jen when I first met Jen. We were sitting in the ringette bleachers and Jen is just cracking, not even jokes, but I'm sitting there like, you are hilarious.
Just saying inappropriate things, as I do, probably.
Yeah, no, I just love Jen.
But yeah, we met each other. My gosh, it's been a long time now.
Yeah.
Like the girls were 12, I think.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
now
They're 16,
16, 17. Yeah.
going on
So,
18. Wow,
yeah,
it's
met through the Ringette world.
Yeah.
And you've learned about all this
yeah.
energy and astrology stuff that intrigues the heck out of
Yeah,
me.
me
And I
too.
really know nothing about.
Yeah.
That's how we know each other. That's how we've kind of stayed connected. And I needed to bring you on the podcast so that you could inform the public and myself. Astrology for
Me too.
dummies,
Yeah,
maybe.
me too.
Astrology for dummies. But can you break it down real simple to begin with? Because I don't even know anything about the houses or the rising.
yeah.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 12 houses. Really, technically, there's 13, but when they change the calendar, there's 12. Just like there's 12 months. And interesting enough, the thing about the months, April Fools is really the first of the year. And that's why they call it April Fools. And if you look at it, when you get to October, that is octo, 8. When you get to November, nove, 9. And when you get to December, deca, 10. So really, the beginning of the year and the beginning of spring is the new year, technically. But they've changed the calendars and they want everyone to believe that the new year starts in January when it's the dead of winter in Canada anyways.
And people need something to
Interesting.
celebrate. And
Yeah.
Get you through the
Yeah.
darkness.
Interesting.
And then you
yeah.
could even weave in Chinese astrology there, where their New Year starts, I believe, February 27th or 17th is the new Chinese New Year.
Yeah,
So we're
yeah.
going to be going from the year of the snake, as everyone's heard, lots of shedding,
Yes.
to the year of the horse, which is we're getting the momentum. We're going to be going into this. And when February comes, it's going to be full blow.
Oh, the
So,
year
yeah.
of the horse. See?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. There's so much I would like to know about it.
Yeah. So back to the houses. So there's 12 houses. So your first house is all about yourself. Your second house would be about finances. Your third would be communication. Your fourth is, I don't even know. I don't have any planets in my fourth, so I've never really paid attention to my fourth. Everyone has every zodiac sign in their chart, though. And so, like, eighth house is very
Makes
dark
sense.
and, like, death and, like, subconscious. And, like, ninth house is how others perceive you. 10th house is your career. 11th house is, I forget what 11th house is off the cuff. And then 12th is, like, subconscious, occult, deep, dark, things that people don't know about you, mysterious, unseen. So really interesting, because when all these
Okay.
planets are in different houses for you, like for me, I'm Aries rising, I'm a Taurus sun, and then I have a Libra moon. So the moon for me is I want everything to be fair and equal, because Libra is the balancing of the scales. And that will be in my 6th house. So 6th house is like routines and patterns and health and things like that. So yeah, so there's just different houses, and everyone's planets are different in each of the houses, and that's what makes everyone unique. Even when you go back to reading like your horoscope, it might not really mean much to you because you might not have a house that's being affected by that. You know what I mean? In that phase. So it's interesting. I find, like I was just saying to Shay too, that we're moving into a new moon, Capricorn new moon. So Capricorn is the goat. And it's very much career, very much structure, very much planning and getting things going.
So there's a reason.
It's
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a reason.
So,
my
what sign
gosh.
are you?
I don't know.
No. Yeah.
You don't know what sign you are?
Well, I know I'm Cancer,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
but then I don't know the rising or the.
Oh, I don't know any of that
Okay.
either.
Yeah, rising in your moon.
How do you
So
know?
there's a free website that you can go to, and you can
Okay.
put in your name and your birth date, and if you know your birth time, it's way more accurate.
You know what? It's funny. I just asked my mom the other day. so-
Yeah. And then
You have it in your messages?
No, well,
time.
yeah, I know the time.
Yeah,
8
that's
p.m.
good.
So
Yeah.
which website?
There's astroseek.com.
Okay.
And you can even look at like transit. So like right now it's where the planets are sitting this day, this time. So you would see where your planets are sitting, and then on the outside ring of it, it would show where the moon is and where the sun is and where it is in comparison. So sometimes when you get squares, that's when you start getting a challenge. Like there's going to be something where it's like you have to learn something about this because this is a square. But when it's sextile, it's very easygoing and it's just go with the flow and things are working out for you because it's working together. So,
because you were just saying that somebody had said to you recently that there's a reason why you're feeling this way because
Yeah, well, it was on a podcast.
Oh yeah, a podcast.
And I can't remember. I feel like it was. Nope, can't remember which one it was. But she was saying, like, instead of going to therapy or whatever, like, yes, there's a place for therapy and that's great, but to look at your sign when you were born, where the moon was at that time, that in life, there's certain parts in your life that are going to be more difficult than others, but we can see that through astrology and knowing that there's an end to your suffering or knowing that there's a peak or a high or a low and that this is all part of the course. It is grounding and it's like, okay, there's a reason why that I'm supposed to be going through this or it's not just like attack on me all the time. It's something in the universe that's telling
I feel
me.
like it gives people reason sometimes
it does.
too, right?
Yes.
To kind of understand why they're feeling a certain way.
yeah.
Why their emotions are heightened out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right? Like lots of teachers will be like, well, clearly it's a full moon. The kids are off the wall,
And
right?
as
like,
a nurse and any other nurse out there, you'll know full moons, it is insane.
Yeah.
Like there is always, it's crazy.
there is something to energy
There
for sure.
is.
We used to own bars, and my mom would always say to us, "Oh, it's a full moon. It's going to be a crazy night," because it was like it was the energy, full moon. Like when you think of our bodies being 70%, it might be more water, and like you look at the ocean and the tides, like everything is a pull and a ebb and a flow, you know. So
true.
it does affect. I really find it grounding. I find it fascinating. It's taken a while to learn. Like I didn't know any of this, and I might have said things that are not totally correct either because I'm just going off the fly. I'm normally just reading these things.
Yeah, that's okay. That's why we gave the disclaimer. Yeah.
But I do find that interesting. I also find numerology interesting. That's the numbers, and energy have numbers. They say that millionaires don't follow astrology and numerology. Billionaires do because they believe in it. They know that there is an energy there. And there's even things with numerology of like when to start a business. Like the 28th day of the calendar is a good day to start a business. If you look at Rolex, all their ads, they have like the date in the watch being the 28th.
Damn.
Each letter has an energy, so having an R and an O is an increase. So there's just little things like that feed energy, positive or negative. Like I just moved into a 7 house, and a 7 house.
You were telling me about your 7 house.
Yeah, I'm
you were like, nope.
Yeah, I would be more than happy to move. I love my home, but I find it's a very secluded, introverted, hard on relationship.
Because of the number.
Because of the number.
Wow.
Yeah, like there's definitely an energy to that home for sure.
But there was also a draw that drew you to it.
Yes.
Because you had said you'd walk past it, you saw it for sale, and you're like, hell no, never a 7 house.
Yeah,
And now you live in
for
it.
months I kept walking the dogs and walking around going, why is this house still for sale? And then I was like, yeah, well, let's put an offer in. And so we did, and it was the easiest purchase ever. So I do believe it was meant to be. Because it was a hard market. Like there was nothing on the market when we bought that house. And that one was sitting forever empty. And I kept walking by it because it was in the area.
But now
that
you
I
feel
wanted.
like you need out.
Now I would be happy to move out because I don't want to be. I'm a very social person. So I find I am sitting at home by myself more in this house, and that is not something I've done.
Forever be in a 7 home.
No, I don't.
Interesting.
So
I've never
we'll
thought
see.
too much about the number.
Yeah.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to.
Yeah.
Is there books you read, or how do you get, like, if I am interested, do I start looking into, like, actual factual
Okay, so one podcast I love is Caitlin Carhart, and she does it with her bestie, and her bestie's an astrologer, and she's a numerologist. So she actually has, how I got into this was, you can figure out your year. So I'm going into an 8 year, and 8 is very much...
It's lucky, right?
What goes up comes down.
Yeah.
Continuous, infinity. 8 is also a money thing where it's like either you have money or you don't, but it's very much that. So basically, I'm jumping around here, but yes, that's how I started learning, was her podcast on YouTube, and she sends out a weekly email, and then I just started learning like about the numbers. And so say, for instance, your birth number. You would actually take your birth month, your birthday, and your year. You would add all the numbers up. And if you get an 11, a 22, or a 33, you leave it at a 2-digit number.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
So yeah, so add all your birthday up.
Yeah,
so
adding it.
your month, your day, and your year.
Okay, so add all of the numbers.
Yeah.
So I have 35, so then it's 5 plus...
So now 3 plus 5, so you're an 8.
Oh,
You're an
look at
8.
me.
Wait.
Which 8s either really have money or they don't, but it comes
Oh,
and
and it
goes.
comes and
It
goes.
ebbs and flows. But 8 is also a karmic number too.
What's that
So it means to do right for people. Otherwise, you're
Yeah.
going to get your karma right away. Okay, so 2 and 7.
Yeah.
mean? 9.
So you're a 9. So 9s are, they say they're the young souls.
Oh, well. Yes, queen, I'll take it.
Yes, they also can say that they can actually get very addicted to things.
Oh. Well, that's never been in my nature, but...
Yeah, but 9s are very much the young souls. They're here to learn things. Whereas an 11, a 22, or 33 are master numbers. So if you get 11, 22, or 33, you keep it at that, and that means you're an old soul. And so like an 11 would be like an old soul, reincarnated. And then a 22 means they really have learned their lessons. And then a 33 means they've really learned their lessons over all their lifetimes.
Really.
Yeah, like they're master numbers. Like they've mastered 1 to 9. And the other interesting thing about 9s is, have you ever noticed the iPhones or any technology, they never actually use a 9? Like they've never released an iPhone 9. They jumped straight to 10 because 9s are endings. So this was a 9 year. The snake year that we just had was a 9 year. So there was a lot of endings, a lot of shedding.
Oh, yeah, I'll say that.
We're moving into a 10 year right now. And so depending on the numerologist, so 10 years, they say it's actually a 1 year. So it's a new beginning. New things are starting. You're starting new adventures. You're starting new businesses. You're starting new lives, essentially. Like it's just a fresh start. So, and I feel like that's kind of exciting that we're in that time.
I think so
Gosh.
too.
And look at the name of our last episode was We're Just Starting Again.
Yeah.
It's really, we are just starting.
That is crazy. Yeah. The snake to the horse.
The snake to the horse, and the horse is like fast. So we're going to come the Chinese New Year, we're going to notice a shift in energy because it's just going to be like, go.
Good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Momentum.
I'll bring you along. Let's
Yeah.
go.
She's like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for.
This is where I shine.
Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Here we go. We should have a celebration.
We should.
Yeah, we should record maybe like,
Yeah, we'll have a party.
yeah, or have a party. Yeah.
Yeah.
We all wear red and gold, right? 'Cause those are the colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've
To
never
give out for-
celebrated. I would love to celebrate.
I never have
Yeah.
either, but why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, celebrating these same old January 1st hasn't been working out all that well, so
No.
Yeah.
why don't we just shed that like we do the snake?
Yeah.
And
Continue on.
yeah,
Oh, amazing.
have a
I'm
different
excited.
New Year.
Yeah.
So then they believe that as you die, you come back. And during your lifetime, you have to do these challenges or face these things.
You learn.
And if you don't learn, then you just...
You keep, so I believe that, and this has been something new to me because I was part of a church cult. So I didn't believe in reincarnation, but I do believe that our souls are here, and our souls are eternal. Like, when you actually think of eternity, we can't even grasp how long that is. So imagine, like, maybe we are eternal souls and we're like, hey, I want to come to Earth and learn something human. And like, I want to feel the pain. I want to learn the lessons. I want to like go through this. So I feel like we come to learn things for expansion, so that when we go back to our eternal souls forever and ever, we've learned what it was like to feel this emotion or to go through this experience.
Yes.
Do you think that's what deja vu is?
Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes.
Yes, like you've been there before.
Yeah.
It's like a feeling you've already lived, or the universe kind of jolting you to say like you're on the right path. It's been a long time since I've said it, but I used to have this saying all the time about deja vu, because people would always tell me, no, it's just your brain like catching up for a minute, right? Like a mini stroke or something.
No, I totally don't think that.
No.
It feels like, okay, I've been here before, or I've...
Dreams you remember don't come true. Dreams you don't are deja vu. That was always my saying. So dreams you remember don't come true. Dreams you don't are deja vu.
Damn it, I dreamed
So
that I
it's-
won $1 million.
Yeah.
Well, if you remember that, it ain't coming true. Sorry, girl.
Maybe it's more.
Yeah, maybe
really.
it's more. But yeah, that was always my way of like thinking that my subconscious was telling me like you're on the right path. It's been a while since I've had a deja vu, actually. I wonder what that means.
Yeah, I haven't had a deja vu in a while either.
Year of the horse.
Yeah.
Here we come.
Yeah, exactly.
All the deja vu is
Shit.
coming in hot. Yeah.
I just, maybe we don't let ourselves believe it as much either. Like, we're so busy with this to stop and be like, oh, what's that? Like, I feel like I have this feeling.
Yeah.
We're just in a rush all the time too.
I do tend to think that now with social media and everything at your fingertips, like we do lose touch a bit with our feelings.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Going back to like nervous system stuff we were talking about today.
which is, I think, totally relates to the universe. Like, it's all
Yeah.
about a feeling.
Like take a minute and connect with yourself again, not social media, not your algorithm, not what somebody sent you in your inbox today, but like take a minute and like connect with yourself. How are you feeling? What is your body telling you? Are you in pain somewhere? Does your brain hurt?
Well, and that's why they say, like, go for a walk with no electronics, no podcasts, no nothing in your ear. Just go for a walk. When was the last time you've done that? I don't even know. Like, I always have a podcast in, or like I'm always talking to a friend. When just yourself, you went for a walk, and
Yeah, there's something about the silence.
yeah, I've been okay
Just
in
being
silence.
with your thoughts,
Yeah.
being with your emotions. I personally don't like silence, but I have been trying to be more.
I don't love silence either.
No, I need, like,
No.
I'm the same.
I do find living on my own now, the TV is on way less. Music is on
I
way
love
more.
music way
right? I love it. I'm buzzing around the kitchen. I'm buzzing
Yeah.
around the house, and I'm just listening to music at my own free will, like whatever I want to listen to.
When I first
Music all the time.
When I first got divorced, I didn't watch any TV. I
Yeah.
had no TV in my house. I just moved in with my mom because my dad passed away, and she didn't want to be alone. And I was like, "You don't have to be alone. Like, move in with us." And
Amazing.
she loves the TV. So like, I find that maybe that's my thing with the 7 houses. I'm like, "Oh my god, I gotta go retreat," because I can't stand the noise of the
Yeah.
TV. I really just can't listen to that. It's just the commercials amp up, and it's like even louder.
It's overstimulating, and then it
is.
like.
Whereas music, I'm like
Yeah, it's-
dancing in my house,
too.
and I'm like upbeat, and I'm just
Yeah.
in such a good mood. And music is so important.
Well, and last week my girlfriend was like, "Let's go grab dinner," and I was like, "Yeah, there's a pub like 6 blocks from the house."
Yeah,
And I was like, "I'll meet you halfway. Let's walk there."
nice.
She was like, "Yeah, for sure." And I was like the TikTok meme of the girl who's like dancing in the streets, like with her music on. Like I was just so happy,
Yeah.
just walking to the pub
Yeah.
with music in my ear. I had one earbud in so I could still hear danger,
Yes.
you know, just to be aware.
But
It was great.
yeah, I love it.
So,
And
yeah.
it's amazing how even music has different memories. You
Yeah.
know, like
Oh, yeah, it does, for sure. Like, smells for me, smells will bring me back to a certain spot. Remember music, too?
Yeah, like nostalgic, right?
Yeah. Essence shampoo brings me back to, like, a Disneyland trip that I had.
oh yeah,
For some
yeah.
reason. I don't know why.
cool.
Pantene Pro V. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I do feel nowadays there's so much. Everything is so busy. The TV,
Yeah.
the social media, So it is to take a moment and connect with how you feel and your energy and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Totally agree.
Circling back to the zodiac stuff, I have always, I don't know obviously anything close to what you know, but I've always been like, I'm a Gemini. I'm a true Gemini. Like, I'm a twin. I can be fiery and I can be very gentle in the same moment. And I've always felt like it's been an important part of who I identify as. I have a ridiculously hideous tattoo on my backside. And it's not a tramp stamp. Just make that known.
Yeah.
That's my Gemini symbol. But I feel it's important. Like, when I meet people, I'm like, oh, what sign are you? And then I'll put it into like ChatGPT and I'll be like, ooh, how do we like
Mesh.
I just kind of like to know how that energy
works.
jives.
Yeah.
So I'm so intrigued. Like, I
It
wanna know
works.
more.
Honestly, my last boyfriend was Scorpio, so he was the exact opposite of me. So they call it the sister sign because
Yeah.
I'm Taurus and he was Scorpio. And I just found like we had the most easygoing relationship.
Yeah.
Like we just, but Scorpio is very deep and intense and like, yeah, it was easy for us though because
Yeah.
we were sister
Yeah.
signs. Like,
Opposites attract, I do
yeah,
feel.
yeah.
Especially on the zodiac spectrum.
Yes.
It's easier relationship wise, even in friendship wise, I feel, to connect with people who are opposite because it's a little more like give and take rather than like,
Yeah.
you know.
Clashing.
Yeah, like, we're both out there.
Yeah.
I feel like our personalities wouldn't shine through where I think they do very well right now.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
We
it
balance
works.
each other where the other does not do so great. Yeah.
You're like my security blanket out in public. I'll just be like,
Yeah.
come on, Jen, you talk first. It's only recently that I'm like hearing little things and I did not know how far it went. I was always like, oh, I don't know that I believe this. But now I'm like fully invested. I'm ready to go on a deep dive
Yeah.
and learn more and figure out everything.
And that's one thing. Like I have been very onto TikTok. It's my
Yes.
favorite app.
Oh, yes, I love
I find
TikTok.
that you
Yeah.
can learn
I'm a
anything.
TikTok mom. Everyone will always be like, "Oh my god, are you a TikTok mom?"
Oh my God,
Like,
me
yes.
too.
I love
Not,
it.
no, Instagram, I saw that like a year ago. Don't send me that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, right. And
I
people
know.
who are like, "Are you on Facebook?" And I'm like, "What is that
I
anymore?"
know.
I don't even know. I haven't been on
it's
Facebook
just
in
ads, I
months.
find. And it's people that I don't even see that are in my feed that I'm like, I don't really care.
Yes.
But TikTok,
TikTok.
Yes.
is
Yeah,
where I
love
have
the
learned
TikTok.
a lot of my
Oh my
numerology and
goodness, me
astrology
too.
because that is my feed now. And
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, that makes sense to me, you know? Like, so, yeah. So there is something about social media now and how quickly we can gain access to information.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With skepticism, though, because I have a husband who believes everything he sees online, and these days AI is so realistic.
I know.
Oh, I
And I'm like,
know.
you have to
Crazy.
like question this. Don't just
No.
believe everything
Yes.
you see. Like
don't let AI tell you boat shoes are cool, Jeff.
they're not.
They're still not cool.
Not at all.
Oh, depends on how good looking you are.
Yeah, I know, it's true. Boat shoes actually are cool now. That's
They
what they're
are.
nothing. They
They're
are.
nothing,
They
friends.
actually are. They're coming back. They're making a freaking
No.
appearance.
Yeah.
I feel like it's because we talked about it.
I know.
We put it out there. We put the energy out there.
The other thing that got me interested in astrology is there's something called human design. And so human design is like 9 different modalities all mixed into one. So it's like the I Chi or I Ching, like ancient old Chinese where they have like certain lines and like that shows what the energy was when you were born. And then they have astrology and then they have just different modalities all merged together in one, but it's your blueprint of who you are. So when I learned that about myself, I was like, how did they know that? Like, I was just like, this just makes so much sense once I start reading into it, going, wow, I am kind of like that. So that's what kind of got me into astrology, because they're merging astrology. And I was like, I don't understand astrology. And when I posted that, I was like, how did they know I have had shitty, hard relationships, you know? So it's written in the stars.
Isn't there kind of a comfort in knowing where you came from, why you're the way you are?
Yes. I do think so. Like,
I
it's
think
not-
so too.
There is.
That's why I'm always very quick to tell people, like, I'm a Gemini.
Yeah.
Like, be warned.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
it's kind of like, just know who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's why, like, Cancer is emotional and maybe, like, soft-spoken and, like,
Caring and nurturing.
and, yeah, like, I want to help people, and that's gets me in trouble, too, because I want to fix everything for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom is a Cancer.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah. Well, I love it.
awful.
I love it.
I love that she is, because
No.
she is very nurturing and caring. And so,
I
like,
do love
she
that.
has kind of passed that on to me with my kids, because that was my role model. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So you'll be doing the same with your kids.
There we go.
Yeah,
Positive.
see? And it's like your behaviors were influenced by
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
sign. Just because you're not that
Yeah.
sign
Yeah.
doesn't mean that you can't be influenced by.
No.
Yeah.
I think, though, that we need to go in a whole deep dive, you and I, and come
Oh
back
my
for our
gosh.
next podcast and be like, this is everything we learned.
Yes.
Because I'm so excited to do that.
Yeah.
I need to go on the spirograph.
Yeah.
We'll have our charts and diagrams.
Yes.
Yeah. Honestly, a reading is really, really good. Like,
Just get a okay.
I have a few astrologers that I really, really like. That
Oh, why don't we do that?
yeah,
Yes.
that would be so fun if you had an astrologer on.
Yes.
That would be
Okay.
fun.
Or took us to an astrologer.
Yeah, we'll show up
Yeah.
with our mini quartz and
You
equipment.
set it all up.
Yeah, we could do a little on the fly, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, astrology is really cool.
Okay.
It is cool. It feels like overwhelming.
It
Well,
does.
it's just once you start learning a little bit, like,
Yeah.
and that's what TikTok did. Like for me, I was like, what? How did they read that I'm having? So then I'm like 7th house. And so I start reading 7th house stuff, because that's how she said, because I wrote to her saying, how did you know that? Like, how did you see that? And she's like, it's your 7th house. And so then that's when I started digging into my 7th house. And then once I started digging into my 7th house, then I'm learning about my 1st house all of a sudden, because that's where this
Yeah.
planet is. And then I'm like, okay. And so, yeah, yesterday I actually had a reading, and the guy was like, you are going to have Neptune moving in an Aquarius right now. So he's like, you're going to feel all of it. And he's like, just be creative. Go with the flow. Be a dreamer. Neptune is a dreamer planet. Like, it's the illusion. So just be a dreamer and go with the flow, and like have that creativity and be open-minded about that. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to, because that's
And
exactly.
so how long? Like, does he say till like...
Well, it depends on how long the planets move, because some planets are like, I don't know if you hear Mercury retrograde all the time, right? So like that's something where Mercury goes into retrograde, and all it's saying is it just looks like it's going backwards in time, but it's not. It's just slowing down, and then that's when people have computer issues or tech issues or communication issues. They say don't sign contracts when Mercury is in retrograde, or if you are going to sign contracts, really read through them, because that's where things could be like messed up because of Mercury retrograde, right? But Mercury can go retrograde way more often than, say, Neptune moving into Aquarius. I think it's every 14 years. So that's what another thing that's happening right now. Is weird.
14 days?
No,
I can handle.
years.
14 years? No, girl. I don't want to go for a reading and someone tell me you'll be in this for 14 years.
Yeah, no. But that's the thing right now is that time. We have switched from a Neptune being, I believe, in Pisces to Aquarius. So it is going into a 14-year cycle. So that also brings the importance of why we close the chapters that we closed in the 9-year, because those are like okay, I've learned my lesson.
Yes.
I'm moving on. I'm not going to repeat that same pattern. I'm not going to do the same thing again. I've learned it. And if you didn't learn it, you're going to go into another 14 years.
Okay.
God.
We need to meet somebody quicker.
Yes. So we shed the skin right on time.
Yeah. And honestly, the old things can come back into your life. It's just you want to see that there's new patterns.
Yeah, totally.
You're not repeating the same old
Shed
thing.
the old crap.
Yeah.
Stop hitting the brick wall.
Yes.
Yeah.
New path.
Yeah.
So that's
Well, you're in
something.
it for 14 years. Wow.
And even like going into Aquarius, so we're going from age of Pisces into Aquarius, and I believe that was 25 years. Don't quote me on this because I'm like just saying what I've learned, and I don't really remember numbers.
Yeah, no, that's
They
fine.
just all like merged
Again,
together.
disclaimer: we are not professionals.
Anyways, what was I gonna say? So like, from going from Pisces to Aquarius, we've gone from a structure of government where it's all hierarchy, right? Where now we're gonna go to horizontal power to the people. And what are we seeing right now? We're seeing the government all over the world falling.
I know the power of the people scares me though a little bit.
Oh, I think
But
that's
that's a whole-
exciting. It's a
You
revolution.
do?
I think that
Ugh.
going back to our
I see a little
Why did
Gotham
we
City
come here?
happening.
I'm watching Fallout right now, so I agree.
Agree with me? The Gotham
Yes.
City?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I know.
It could be grim, but at the same time, things are changing, and we're witnessing these massive changes.
There's change for
They're
sure.
saying what's happening right now is going to be something in the future that we look back and say that's when that change happened, was right now in this time frame. This is the revolution for this generation, like industrial changes, like
I believe it.
AI,
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes
digital
sense.
currencies. Who
Yeah.
knows if that's going to come in? You know, like there's changes that are coming.
I love that you view it in a good note because
I do, because I feel like that's why I came. I came at this time. I also believe now that like I chose my family that I live with, and those were the experiences I had to live through to be who I am now.
yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
And
even in this time frame, like we could have come back in Flapper era. That would have been fun.
Flapper era with the
Which era would you
the
want to come back?
tassels and
I think that would have been
and
so
the
fun.
feathers. It would have been a little Gatsby.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Gatsby era.
Long cigarettes and
Yes.
all like
Champagne
done up.
flutes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dancing and
Yeah.
Not for mine.
dating
In a different
gangsters.
sign.
Pardon?
In a different sign.
Yeah,
not
in a
this
different
Cancer.
sign. You wouldn't do well
No,
as a
I
Cancer
wouldn't do
in
that.
the Flapper
No.
era.
No.
Which era would you pick?
Yeah, what era would you
Oh
pick?
gosh, I don't even know. It's a good one.
The
Like-
gold rush, living on a horseback.
Maybe more nature based, more like
The Viking era?
not that far. No.
Ooh. No?
Little
Have a nice
homestead,
Viking.
have my like family
Yeah.
and like take care of them with the plants and the
Yeah.
animals. And
Isn't that Viking?
Wow.
is that
Yeah.
Viking? Yeah.
The man goes out and hunts and kills, and the woman, I don't know, what she do? Cooks and.
Well, I don't know that I want to be at the home all the time either. Like I want to be like contributing. See, so not in the
Well,
like
you'd be-
era
you'd
where I'm
be out-
vacuuming like the stairs, area, but in the era like I'm out in the farm. Yes, in the farm. Okay.
In the farm, yes. You'd be commanding the women. This is how you
Yes, but I couldn't grab the chicken and like ring them out and then no, I couldn't do that. So
do it. No, you would direct someone to do it.
okay, sure. Yeah.
And you'd make the food.
And then you would cook it after.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was still married to Jeff, he would not like that, but
No, that's
I
true.
could-
He would cook it.
He could cook it.
Oh. That's one thing I am wanting to learn more this year is good food. Like I want
Yeah.
to cook good food, and like it would be so fun if there were actually more like things in town that you could do.
I've done a couple
As
cooking
groups.
classes.
Really? In
I
town?
loved them. Not in town.
Oh
no.
yeah.
In the city, but
No, I know.
love
We have
them.
to leave our bubble to do things.
I know.
But we should. We should start leaving our bubble. Let's do it as a group.
Yeah, I think that would be.
It's
And
like,
then-
why do we feel that like going to Calgary is such a big deal? It's like, ugh, Calgary.
Well, because
I
it
know.
is.
It is.
Because when you go, you want to have a glass of wine, but then you
Yes.
can't because then you
So
got to get a
far.
cab home, and then it's like $700
Yes,
to go
to
make your own
Calgary.
pasta.
I know.
Like,
it's
Could
true.
they
Jen.
come to our house? A chef, like, could we
Oh.
hire a chef to come to our house?
Oh, I'm sure
Teach
we
us.
Yeah.
could. Yeah.
I would love to like lean towards more of a Mediterranean diet. I think it's very good for your gut health.
Yeah.
Very
And
good.
I
it's
agree.
very good to learn that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
having someone come over, teach us, and like
Yeah.
show us how to cook.
Let's do it.
That's on our wish list. Look, see, we don't even have to have a plan. Like I need to have a plan in place, and we don't need that. We can just look at these ideas coming up.
I know, look at this. Yeah, the year of the horse.
Yeah.
The horse.
We're just, here we go. Braid my tail, bitch. Let's ride.
And you-
We can make anything happen.
Yeah.
We can.
Yeah,
Yeah, women are the backbone.
we
We
are.
are.
That's true.
Yeah.
We tough bitches.
We are very strong.
Cheers to
Yeah,
that.
cheers.
Cheers to that.
Well, thanks for coming on.
Yeah. After
Thank
dark.
you.
This was
For-
amazing.